This decision will shock everyone. Sheikh Hamdan's truth. The silence of the palace walls is heavy tonight. A secret rests in the air, hidden from the world's sight. The desert wind whispers, carrying voices of the past, and a decision is made, one that will forever last. I am a prince, but tonight I am only a man, stripped of titles, crowns, and the burden of a plan. The world believes it knows me, believes it holds my name, but truth has lived within me, burning like a flame. This decision will shock everyone, a storm they cannot see, for the life they imagined is not the truth of me. My smile was painted, my laughter often staged, a bird in golden cages, silently enraged. I walked among the people, with cameras in my face. They saw the crown and robe, but never my true place. They cheered the prince, the poet, the falcon in the sky, but none could hear the nights I spent alone to cry. I chose to live for duty, for family, and for land, but my soul longed for freedom, a touch of gentler hands. The desert taught me courage, the sea taught me grace, but love kept on escaping, leaving shadows in its place. This decision will shock everyone, yet it is mine, to break the chain of silence, to let my truth shine. For years I lived a story, written not by me, a tale of expectations, not of destiny. Do you know what it is to smile while breaking inside? To carry nations' hopes, while your own heart must hide? Do you know how it feels to want a single touch, yet bow before the crowd, and never ask too much? They wanted me a warrior, a ruler, and a king, but I was just a poet, who longed to hear love sing. They crowned me with the crescent, they placed me in the light, yet the boy who lived within me still wept alone at night. The truth is not betrayal, it is courage in disguise. It is the moment when the heart refuses scripted lies. This decision will shock everyone, yet it will set me free. For the truth I carry quietly is the truth of simply me. I never wanted riches, nor towers built so tall. I never wanted marble or gold-lined banquet halls. I wanted only someone who saw the man inside, not the prince upon the balcony, not the falcon when I ride. I wanted arms to hold me. When the night grew too long, I wanted someone's whisper, not the echo of a song. I wanted love unbroken, not arranged, not by command. A love that chose my spirit, not the weight of royal land. This decision will shock everyone, for it defies the past. It says that even princes seek a love that truly lasts. It says that I am human, with longing in my chest, not just a leader chosen, but a soul that craves the rest. The desert stars are witness, the ocean too shall know, that I release the shadows, that I choose my glow. I will not hide my heartbeat, I will not mute my voice, for the truth that lives within me is my final choice. The world may call it scandal, betrayal, or a fall, but I call it salvation, the truest gift of all. For crowns may fade with ages, and thrones may turn to dust, but love and truth together are treasures built on trust. Yes, this decision will shock everyone, the elders, the rulers, the world looking on, but one day they will see me, not the mask I wore so long, and they will know my silence was a wound, my truth a song. I will walk through the gardens, with no crown upon my head. I will smile at the sunrise, not the weight of words unsaid. I will take the hand of someone, not chosen but truly mine, and I will love in daylight, not in shadow's broken lines. They may ask why I hid it, why I waited all these years, why I carried nations' burdens but swallowed all my tears. The answer is simple. I was afraid to break, afraid that if I chose truth, the world would call it fake. But now I see the moment, the courage I must claim. A prince who hides his truth is a prisoner of his name. And though this choice is heavy, though the world may turn away, I will live in honesty from this very day. This decision will shock everyone, but let them be surprised, for the man they thought they knew was only in disguise. I am not just a leader, nor a figure in the sand. I am a lover, a dreamer, a poet who must stand. I will write of this decision in verses long and deep, so when the world remembers, my truth is theirs to keep, that even men of power can tremble, can fall, but rise again in freedom, after breaking every wall. Do not fear my silence, do not curse my name, for every hidden truth will one day burst in flame, and though the fire burns, it will light the skies above, proving that no crown survives without the breath of love. This decision will shock everyone, but at last, I am free, not the prince in their stories, but the truest form of me. The night stretches deeper, and the palace lamps still burn. The falcon sleeps in silence, yet my heart begins to turn, for I know tomorrow's dawn will carry news untold, and the world will watch in wonder as my secret truth unfolds. What is the worth of power if love is kept away? What is the shine of jewels if the soul is led astray? What is a throne of marble if no one holds your hand? What is a crown of kingdoms if no heart can understand? I have walked the endless corridors lined with tapestries of gold, each one a story of glory, each one a tale retold, but never have they written of the man who hides within, the boy who dreamed of freedom, yet was caged by royal sin. The world has seen me smiling, the poet of the land. They saw my written verses like grains of desert sand. But poetry is more than beauty. It is blood upon the page, and every line I've written was a cry against the cage. This decision will shock everyone, for I will not bow tonight. I will not let their orders decide my wrong or right. I will not wear the garment of lies they stitched for me. I will stand as just a human, yearning to be free. The halls of power echo with whispers sharp as knives. They speak of duty, honor, of kingdoms and of lives. But they forget the heartbeat that beats beneath my skin, the voice that says I'm human, the truth that lies within. Yes, I was born a leader, but leadership is pain. They see the robes of velvet, they never see the chain. They see the horse I'm riding, the sword I hold on high. They never hear the questions that haunt me when I cry. Does a prince deserve affection? Does a ruler earn a kiss? Can a leader feel the longing of the simplest kind of bliss? Or must I wear this armor till my dying breath is done, and never taste the freedom that warms the hearts of some? I tell you now with courage, though my voice may tremble still, I choose the path of honesty. I choose my human will. This decision will shock everyone, but I no longer fear, for truth is louder, braver, than the lies I've held for years. The desert knows my secrets. The dunes have heard my cries. The camels and the falcons have looked into my eyes, and in their wordless silence, they offered me a sign. That truth may shake the heavens, but it is still divine. I remember as a child, before the crown was mine, I chased the waves of oceans. I dreamed of love's design. I thought the world was endless, that freedom had no end. But slowly walls were built, and duty was my friend. They placed a sword upon me. They taught me how to reign. They said a ruler's glory is worth the secret pain. But deep within, I wondered if love would find me too, or would it flee in silence, as most of my dreams do. This decision will shock everyone, for I will not obey. The script they wrote for princes, I tear apart today, for life is not a theater, and I am not a role. I am flesh and beating heartbeat. I am soul within a soul. What is the worth of heritage if I lose myself each night? What is the worth of kingdoms if my truth is kept from sight? What is the worth of honor if my spirit bends to break? What is the worth of silence if my love I must forsake? The people may be startled, the elders may grow cold, the rulers may grow angry, the stories may unfold, but none can stop the river that flows inside my chest. None can cage the falcon once it's left the nest. Yes, tomorrow they will question, they will doubt my every word. They will paint me as a scandal, a truth they never heard. But one day they will learn it. As the years dissolve in time, that truth is never weakness, it is strength, it is divine. I will not hide my lover, I will not hide my song. I will not play a ruler if my heart does not belong. I will not sit in silence while the years keep passing by. I will not live in shadows. I will not live a lie. This decision will shock everyone, but it is mine alone. For what is a crown of diamonds if I stand unloved, unknown? What is a prince to history if his soul was never free? What is a ruler's story if he dies in misery? I'd rather walk the markets with her hand inside of mine. I'd rather taste the simple than drink the richest wine. I'd rather laugh in freedom than cry in golden halls. I'd rather be a lover than a ruler when night falls. And if the world condemns me, let them speak, let them roar, for I have found my freedom, and I need nothing more. This decision will shock everyone, but still, I do not grieve, for truth is the only kingdom no man can ever leave. The desert wind grows stronger, the sky prepares to break. The stars align in silence, as though for my sake, and I, a humble seeker, though crowned and though confined, at last will show the universe the truth I've kept inside.